from assembly elections, let's move to another really big story that is happening this week, which is, of course, COP28, climate change. Remember, whatever else we're discussing, this is important conversations taking place about how to save the planet. The Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, is there at COP28. This essentially is what he said in his opening statement.
आज मैं इस फोरम से एक और प्रो प्लैनेट, प्रोएक्टिव और पॉजिटिव इनिशिएटिव का आह्वान कर रहा हूं। यह है ग्रीन क्रेडिट इनिशिएटिव।
Well, I was in Dubai earlier this week and I got a chance to sit down with the Minister for Environment and the person handling climate change, Bhupender Yadav. I got a chance to sit down with him in Dubai, and I asked him about the basic message that India is going to be sending everyone else at COP28, and also what are India's expectations from this particular event. This is what he said to me. Let me start, sir, with the fact that obviously COP28 is here and there are going to be lots of conversations and discussions. What are you going to be telling everybody at COP?
This is the 28th COP. Sometimes we think that every COP is a final COP and coming with the final conclusion. But it's not to be happen. Because every year world meet together, think together about the future of the world. There is one shloka of Upanishad, because in India we are getting a wisdom from Upanishad. It says, Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sah Viryam Karvavahi Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Let us we all come together, relish together, think together and work together for the prosperity and goodness of the world. That's our object. So here the different countries coming there, academia coming there, even the report on the basis of science is there, policy makers are there, business groups are there, civil society are there. Let us we all come together and we think that where the world is going with the impact of human being, what we will do. Even in this COP also, we assure that under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, India will also the part of solution, not to the part of problem. And that is the main stand and commitment of India.
So India is ahead of what the commitments are. But at a macro level, we are still falling short. So there is still reason to be concerned, because as a planetary level, at the COP level, we're still not getting to where we would like to be right now.
You see, every country who is giving their national contribution, you know, the national communication which we are going to be filed in this COP also, our third national communication. The national communication prepared by the country on the basis of some points. First, the total capacity of that nation, their greenhouse emission, their mitigation effort, their adaptation effort, their research, initiative, policies, and all these things. We are also going to be submit our third national communication in this COP also. India is the country which is having a total land area of the world, 2.3% land area of the world. But we are having a population of 17%. You compare what is our lifestyle and what is our contribution to that. We have a 17% of population of the world and our carbon emission is 4 to 5%. If you counted the 17% population of developed countries, their carbon emission is 60%. So that is the contribution of India. Even our historical contribution is 5%. Our per capita consumption is less than 1/3 of the world average. That is the contribution of India. Apart from this thing, you will find the other thing also. Because of our development need, our energy resources and energy capacity is increasing. But if you compare to last 9 years, our per capita GDP emission is reduced. So what developmental model India produced under the leadership of Prime Minister, that economic growth with environmental care. That is the model which is India presented here in the world today.
Because quite often, people wonder, here's a country which is still an emerging country. India is not a rich country by any stretch of imagination right now. And as you correctly said, the per capita emissions of India are among the lowest
according
in the world.
To the GDP growth also.
According to GDP. So the per capita emissions are therefore so low that you could argue that India should be allowed to, but this is a change in philosophy now, that India is saying, though our per capita emissions are low, we will still try and control it and cap it because we're caring about it. We'll be trying to.
That's the reason we are enhancing our capacity also. Even you see in the last 9 years, our solar energy capacity increased 25 times. We are depending on our renewable resources are at 50 times. Our global carbon shrink is 1.97 billion. That is a recorded. We are also caring about, we are taking so much climate action also. After Paris, under the leadership of Prime Minister, India made a collaboration with France, the International Solar Alliance. India made the second climate action program, that is the CDRI, Coalition for Disaster Resilience Infrastructure. Then third is the leadership for industry transformation. Number 4, recently Prime Minister also announced in the G20 also the International Global Fuel Alliance. Then the other, which is the unique for the purpose of saving the biodiversity also, India announced the Big Cat Alliance also. So India in the domestic level, we are doing a better compared to the other countries, and in the international level, we are also part of and taking an initiation for climate action program, which are very relevant and very appropriate for this point.
Sir, before we end here, just wanted to ask you, what are you hoping for? What are the messages that you hope you will leave COP28 with?
First, we are waiting the outcome of the global stock take. Already I say that that is a very important aspect. Second, India believes that development of the renewable energy is one of the best available solution for future of the world also. And third, COP28 should adopt the framework of the global goal of adaptation, because that is also important, and we must increase the funds for the global adaptation practices. I think these 3 things is important. Apart from that, the earlier decision taken in the Glasgow and Sharm el-Sheikh also, especially in the Glasgow, it was announced Glasgow to Sharm el-Sheikh adaptation document, that is also not completed. The loss and damages fund, which a decision was taken in the last COP, some negotiation has also started. Third thing, India being a leader, this time we in our domestic union budget, we are giving a green budget, and India also started the mechanism of carbon credit market. Glasgow, we accepted the Article 6, but not much action taken on the Article 6 in future carbon credit market also. So that will be also discussed, and we must give to our next generation cleaner and greener earth. For that purpose, we are coming here, meet together, sit together, think together.